Okay, here we go. This is Telegraph line trail. This is one of the Jeep Badge of Honor trails, and I'm doing it today in the 2003 Jeep Wrangler Rubicon. This trail is rated a 5, and let's get to it. This is the very first part of the trail. This is a one-way trail, just so you know. Come here, don't try to go the opposite way. People will be very angry. Like it matters much, but anyway, the first part of this trail, honestly, is kind of the gatekeeper, right? We're gonna go down in this little rut, and this is what honestly keeps a lot of people up. Not even in four-wheel drive. Maybe we should fix that, huh? Yeah. All right, 4 low, just so we have the crawl ratio, and there we go. And it is being a little difficult. We'll lock the rear. And we're flexing. A little rub in there. I mean, you can do it without the lockers, just pick a slightly different line, just easy for us to do it because we have them. I'm going to turn those off here in a second because I don't need them anymore. It's only the rear anyway. All right. Rear locker off, come on. There, rear lockers off. Permit area. Ooh, shit. It's funny that they have that here, it says permit area, you know, after you've already gotten onto the trail. That's kind of dumb. Just that shift a little bit. Oops. Alright, let's get out of 4 low. We don't need that. And back in 2-wheel drive. TJ can manage most of this trail in 2-wheel drive. And yeah, this first part of it is a little gnarly, but it ain't bad. There's nothing that really requires like super high clearance. The gatekeeper obstacle there is probably like the worst of it for quite a while on this trail. Alright, we'll come back to the video in a second. Like the first mile or two is just this stuff. And it's not incredibly difficult, but it is a little nerve-wracking if you're not used to stuff like this. This is typical Arizona stuff though. Like there's so many trails that are just like this. Whoa, there's a, wow, there's a deer. Oh, let's see if I can get the camera over. Dang it, I gotta disconnect it. That's okay. And there we are. What's up there, Buck? Okay, that was exciting. We had the deer. Alright. So, stuff like this, you can absolutely roll your Jeep if you're not careful about what line you take. Go high, go low, it doesn't matter. It's up to what your Jeep can handle. But what you don't want to do, especially in an off-camber situation, is have the wrong side of your Jeep high versus low. This is a short wheelbase Jeep, so it's I don't have a whole lot of lift. I only have like a 4-inch lift-ish. And it does pretty well on most stuff. I have not disconnected my sway bars. I don't want to right now, honestly. It doesn't really give me anything since I have lockers. But and here we go with the bumpy stuff. Man, soft springs are a huge freaking plus here. I'm using rusty springs, plus a small spacer to get me the 4-inch lift. But I did the 4-inch lift to get the clearance on 33s with basically the factory fenders. There's a little bit of rubbing going on, but ain't no big deal. I've got the Crown Automotive extended fender flares on here too. Oh, looks like there's somebody that might be stuck. Alright, we're gonna turn the video off and see what's up. Alright, well, that was unexpected. I had a hiker out here. I mean, it's honestly a nice hike. I don't know if I want to do it in the summer. Then again, it's January, so yeah, it makes sense. That checks out. Oh man, we're just moshing it here in the freaking two-wheel drive. Then again, my rear diff is also a Torsen limited slip when it's not locked. That's one thing about the TJs everybody overlooks. If you have the original rear differential, locking rear differential with the Dana 44, it is a Torsen limited slip, a helical gear drive system when it's unlocked. When it's locked, obviously it's locked. So it's just not straight up open like the front diff is. And they are not the same part numbers, just in case you're also a TJ guy that wants to replace them. And this is a little sus. We're going to steer into it. We're good. And this is a 5-speed. It's a little herky-jerky, but it ain't so bad. Alright, we made it 4-wheel drive here. Quiet you. Welcome to Arizona. Here we go. More of the mixed ups and downs here. Steer into that because that's super uncomfortable. Does help having super low tire pressure. We're down at 10 psi. I've got 33-inch tires on 15-inch wheels. They're like 33, 12 and a half, 15s. They do kind of float. Wranglers and especially TJs are not really known for their nice comfy suspension. I mean, it's not quite as bad as a 3/4 ton truck, but ain't exactly soft like my XJ, that's for sure. Sort of left of the Verde River feeding in the Bartlett Lake up ahead. Alright, here we go. Let's get into this. Four low, first gear. We'll use the drive line to brake us. And careful to put this at the right angle. That's good. That's what I mean about these transmissions. Split the difference. I always prefer to do this if I can. Straddle the trench instead of picking a side if possible. This is getting you got a little air in the back there. This is the V-notch obstacle. Real careful about where we put our tires. We got a little rubbing back there, but hey, we're good. Second gear. Third gear. Whopping like 4 miles an hour. I don't see what was so hard about that one. Here we go again. This is where the short wheelbase serves us well here. A nice, nice and accommodating approach into departure angles. And breakover, well, I guess breakover angle isn't all that important here. So, maybe it doesn't make much of a difference, the short versus long there. Alright, there's the lake. Yeah, it's actually higher than it used to be. When it was, I don't know, I guess last year when we took this trail, that little island that's out there in front of us was accessible. We could drive to it. And now, not so much. The water's nice and clear though. We're going back up. We're going back up. Check it out real quick. Huh? Want to get out here, or you want to go to the next lake for lake exit point? All right. Escape. Oh, here we go. Continue to focus. Unlike the dead bugs on the windshield. The smear of bugs. A little bit of washboard here. This part's really easy. Going to be like 3 or 4 access points to the river and lake down here, so it's actually nice if you can stuff some camping gear in your truck, Jeep, whatever you're taking out here, and spend a weekend out. We're not doing that this time, although the weather is just absolutely perfect in the day. I'm not so sure about that at the night. At night. Nighttime is the right time. The nighttime is the right time. Yeah, I'm old. That's an old Adam Sandler reference. Alright, coming up on lake access point number 2. This is where the trail directly meets the lake instead of having to take one of the spurs or offshoots. Looks like somebody's either camping out or for some other reason drug their boat up against the shore. Let's see what that's about. Looks like it's ground. It's run aground. Yeah, run aground meaning it's the bottom is sitting on rocks or some other hard surface under the water, and the weight is on that object and not on the hull of the water. It's not displacing anymore. Okay, this stuff is getting super soft, and we're not gonna get stuck. It's lake access point number 2. Actually, it looks like some nice places to jump in, but man, I don't know how deep it is. It might end up gonna try it again. Alright, just back up. Oh, it's not that soft. I was thinking it was sinking more than it was. Over there. I can almost guarantee it's a deer. Don't see him though. Okay, here's where it gets spicy again. Somewhat unprepared for that. Just kidding. There we go. All right. See the trail. Something about this makes me very uncomfortable. Alright, we're going to check this before we go down. That I checked, because if we go a little bit too far to the right, what's going to happen is there's an abrupt drop off, and that's very easy to roll there. And we don't want that, just in general. It's always a good idea to take this stuff slow, because worst case scenario, if I had a surprise, I can stop on a dime if I'm going slow enough. If I feel like the Jeep is rolling a little too far, I can do something about that. Oops, somebody dug in there. It's either wheel spin or differential. Saguaro turn. We're not going to go in first yet. This is just torture. Alright, here we go. Yeah, definitely a long wheelbase is going to struggle with this one. Slip did its job. Yeah, spicier part of the trail. This stuff isn't that bad, but if you don't have a really nice approach or a breakover angle, or departure angle for that matter, you're not going to have a good time. Little bit of teetering. If I felt we were going to roll, you just, in a situation like that, let off the brake, let it roll, because what'll force it over is the momentum, right? So you eliminate the holding force on the road, let it just kind of roll with it instead of toppling over. To the right there, so we're going to make a sharp right somewhere up here and then head down the hill. And ooh, this is the scary downhill obstacle. Yeah, I'm gonna get a fresh brake point here. Okay, here's the scary one. This is the downhill. This is a long downhill, and it looks like you're going straight down. So we are in 4 low first gear, and I'm gonna still ride this brake. It feels way uncomfortable. And ooh, naughty, naughty. Like, what you don't want to end up doing is going sideways on this. That is probably like the worst case scenario, and that'll put you over really fast. You're just gonna roll right down this thing, and that's gonna be a really bad time for everybody. So we're leveling out just a little bit here, and then we broke traction, and it was just like instantly rolling forward. Alright, so let's go up on the right here. We're gonna turn around and get a little bit of a video of that. Get some perspective on just how steep that hill is. This is going to turn on the camera, but man, it that's pretty gnarly considering it's like loose gravel there. Yeah, it's a little uncomfortable, but I don't know. Maybe it's not actually that bad, but it makes me nervous, and I'm pretty sure everybody else has issue with that object too. But it's fun. Do it safe, do it slow. You'll be all right. Okay, this is where the trail kind of dog legs, and there's an offshoot slash spur, whatever you want to call it, that goes down to the lake here. This is lake access point number 3. Yeah, that's right. First one you had to make the detour. Second one the trail followed. Third one you got the dog leg in the trail, and past the dog leg there's the detour to get to the lake. So yeah, this is number 3. There we go. Oh yeah, this is the one there's like a step. Yeah, this one was super sketchy when the lake was low. Let's see what it looks like now. Yeah, oh dude, that's like totally covered up, but there's like a step down there, and you think you're going along just fine, and then like the bottom will drop out on you. That's, yeah, no. Let's get out of the Jeep for a while anyway. Check it out. Back up here. This cake on a somewhat level surface. That's not gonna happen. This is good enough. I'll just leave it in here. Okay, here we go. Leaving lake access point number 3. Telegraph. Yep. And this is, I think, got some of the more technically challenging parts on it. It's definitely got one obstacle here that's really it's bypassed, but I think it's rated a 5. It should be like a 6, or maybe even a 7, but maybe not. Take a look at it when we get to it. Oh yeah, this one's interesting. If you don't hit this one the right way, you're just gonna end up loading one side and then just spinning like that. Let's see. Oh, we're in 2-wheel drive actually. Let's go to 4-wheel drive. That'll probably make a huge difference here. I'm about the right line. I'll figure it out. About the lockers. Let's see if we can do this. And it's soft sand below me, or behind me. Even though this is pretty hard dirt, it's the stuff that's on the rear wheels. There we go. We figured it out without the lockers. Okay, I guess we're gonna see what the mini edge of the earth is like. I don't think it's getting that bad. I don't remember this thing being terrible. No, that's not that bad. For sure, the first one we went down was way scarier than this. I'll let the drive line slow us, keep us moving slow. This is river access point number 4, and this just goes basically to the river. You want to check it out, or you want to keep going? We're going to keep going. All right. The Telegraph Line Trail MT42 is a highly technical 4x4 route. It is not recommended for inexperienced drivers in stock vehicles. This is a one-way route. I just started driving Jeeps yesterday. Okay, now here's the obstacle that gets people. I can't remember what this is called because somebody effed up the freaking sign. The knob. Okay. This one, the Rubicon will probably do this one. Let's get us in 4 low, and then we'll see if we need the lockers up on top here. Yeah, I think having the lockers on would be a smart move. Front locker. Okay, we're all locked up. Woo. Alright, finally reached near the end of this trail. This is just a rocky, bumpy road, man. This is not at all like the first part where it was sand and gravel. Yeah, it's that too, but this stuff is hard packed and it's rocky. The endless. I can't go any faster because it's just too damn bumpy kind of road. There's not really, I mean, there's something here on the marker, on the map. I guess that's an entrance to another road, but there's no obstacles like that are challenging in there. This is all just kind of flat-ish by comparison. Alright, I guess it's not flat, but the green is just spectacular. Give it a few more weeks and everything's going to start blooming. Everybody's allergies are going to be going crazy. I mean, like, just follow that watch down a little bit, providing you're out on private property. I mean, it's like a nice little, set up your tent, nice little camping area. I mean, you really can't burn. I mean, I guess if there was dead trees out here, you could burn them, but